Hi guys, Eloise here once again. So this is going to be our last video for the month of May. As I said in my first video, May is Lupus Awareness Month. So I decided to take this month to talk about my journey and also to talk a bit about what lupus is and then to keep the public informed. Okay, so before I continue, I want to state that I do not create these videos for sympathy. Yes, so I create them so that we can spread awareness on autoimmune diseases, because there are people out there who might have them and they have no idea. So the purpose of my videos is to educate the general public on what lupus is, because it's not lupus and autoimmune diseases in general. It's not something that is spoken about often. If I hadn't been diagnosed with lupus, I genuinely didn't know what lupus was or what autoimmune diseases are. So the purpose of my videos is to create awareness for educational purposes. I don't like it when I post and then people come to me that, oh, you can join this church, or, oh, I'm going to send you a link that you can pray with, and da-da-da-da-da. Please refrain from doing that, because an autoimmune disease is a disease, whether you like it or not. In as much as we believe in prayers, once you are sick, you are sick. Some things are just sicknesses. That's it. So please, my videos are for educational purpose. So I typed some things on my phone. That is what we're going to use as our guide for today. So I'm going to be looking on my phone, and then so I stay on track, I'm going to be referencing to the outline that I have stated on my phone. Then we will have the discussion. So before we even come to it, right? Lupus falls under, or lupus is an autoimmune disease. So before we get into the whole lupus thing, we have to know what autoimmune diseases are. And autoimmune diseases are diseases where your immune system mistakenly attacks your healthy cells and organs. So your immune system that is supposed to be protecting you is now mistaken in your healthy organs, your healthy cells, and your immune system is attacking it. I mean, it's a very simple explanation. So, lupus, when we say lupus, short for SLE. SLE is the long form of lupus. I'm going to put the meaning on the screen. But when we say lupus, lupus is when your immune system attacks the healthy organs, or your healthy, sorry guys, your healthy tissues. So I'm going to read some of the symptoms of lupus that I typed out, and I'm going to tell you the ones I had. So it includes tiredness, fever, joint pain, stiffness and swelling, a butterfly-shaped rash on your face that covers the cheeks, the bridge of the nose, or other parts of the body that gets worse when in the sun. Okay. Fingers and toes that turn white or blue when cold or during times of stress. This may be harder to see on black or brown skin. Shortness of breath, chest pain, headache, confusion, memory loss. Hair loss is also a symptom. For me, what I experienced was the butterfly rash on my cheeks, the back of my eyes. I'm going to put a video, or if you've ever seen my first ever lupus video, I think I put it in, but I'll try and put my face, when I had the butterfly rash on the screen. Then my joints were killing me. It was so bad. I felt so tired, like I had done something crazy. Maybe I had run like a marathon, or like I had gotten into a fight or something. That's how my body felt like. So I was extremely tired and my joints were aching. Then my feet used to get swollen as well. My eyelids used to get swollen, and I had brain fog. Like, I used to get so confused. I didn't understand why, and my headaches were rampant. But before that, I already had headaches. Yeah, so I didn't really think much of it when I was experiencing it. And my hair started falling off. So I used to have, my hair was natural. I hadn't permed it yet. But it was falling off. Like, I'll pass my hand through my hair and my hair is coming off. Yes, so those are the symptoms of lupus, some of the symptoms of lupus, and then what I experienced. Okay, so you can actually Google lupus and then read in depth on it, so that you can get more knowledge on it. But these are some of the symptoms of lupus. And when it comes to lupus, the people that experience lupus the most is women. So when you take 10 women, or when you take 10 lupus patients, 9 out of the 10 are women, and then just one man. And then it happens to people who are of childbearing age, so between the ages of 15 to 45, so I was told. But for me, I was diagnosed when I was 24, about to turn 25. That's when I was diagnosed. So one of the things that you should also note is that when you have lupus, your body doesn't like sunlight. Your body doesn't like being in the sun. So a regular person who doesn't have lupus can work in the sun. But if I am to work into the sun, I'm going to get crazy sunburns, especially on like the parts of my body that is exposed to the sun. I'm going to get sunburns. So if you look at my face, you see, I mean, it's clearing up now, but then when I came back to Ghana at the airport, I stood in the sun for a bit and I ended up getting sunburns. And that is the genesis of my skin even looking like this. So basically, it's more like you are allergic to the sun. I know it doesn't make sense, but then yes, it's more like you are allergic to the sun. So we are always using sunscreen. For me, I use Bondi Sanders on my face, and then for my body, I use banana boats. So there are types of lupus, and the main one, so I have a community of friends who have lupus, and the crazy part is almost all of them have lupus nephritis, and lupus nephritis affects your organs. So it can affect your kidney, your lungs, and it's very dangerous. But thankfully for me, my organs haven't been affected. Last time I did my labs, my organs were doing perfectly fine. So it goes to say that for my lupus, it's more of a skin thing, because then it's more visible on my skin. Yes, I get some rashes that other people don't get. For now, I don't have any rashes, but my skin is what is mostly affected when it comes to my type of lupus. So we might even conclude that I have discoid lupus. Discoid lupus is lupus of the skin, lupus that happens to the skin. But when you look at pictures of people with discoid lupus and you look at my skin is fine. So then we can't really say that mine is discoid lupus. Do you guys get? So yeah, this is the little information that I have decided to share today. If you want to learn more about lupus, you can go to Google and then read it, take your time, read it, understand it. If you are someone who isn't feeling well and you have any of these symptoms and you feel it's severe, you can actually go to the hospital. They will request you to do an A&E test and some other tests. I think RNA or something. I've forgotten the names of the tests. But then they are going to have you do some lab tests, and that is going to confirm if you do have an autoimmune disease or you do not have it. So now we are moving to my second diagnosis that I'll put it on the screen. I avoid pronouncing it because genuinely I don't know what the pronunciation is. Dermatomyositis or something. I don't even know what the pronunciation is because it's too big a word for me. But basically, that one too is a rare inflammatory disease characterized by distinctive skin rashes and progressive muscle weakness. So already, see, I mentioned that lupus causes muscle weakness, your joints aching. Yes, mastocytosis or mitosis also does the same thing, muscle weakness. Yes, so for me, I think it was hard for them to diagnose, so I started developing these rashes. Let me zoom in at the, not a rash necessarily, but you see the back of my fingers. Yes, so let me zoom out. So basically, blood wasn't flowing into my fingers, and through that, I had these things on my hand. So they were caused by the improper blood flow into my fingers. Exactly. So that is what later drew the attention to the fact that I might also have that other mitosis, or yeah. So basically, for some people, it is very, when they have it, it's very active or strong. But for me, mine was only my muscle weakness. So first, I couldn't lift my hands above my head. First, this is all I could do. But then, because of my treatments, now I can lift my hands up, which is such a good thing. Yes. So that one too, you can go and read more about it if you want to. I don't want my video to be lengthy. If it's lengthy, I would have to divide it into 2 parts, and I do not want to do that. So we're going to leave it here. Let me check and see if I have gone through everything I wanted to talk about. Yes, for now, I have gone through everything that I wanted to talk about. So, to summarize everything I've said, I said my videos are for creating awareness. I want to create awareness so that if there are other people who have it and are not aware of it, they can go to the hospital and they can get it checked out. Or if there are people that have it and are like, think they are in it alone, they should know that we are a community and we are out here. If anybody wants to talk, I'm available. I've heard there are support groups. I'm yet to be added to any of the support groups, but I will keep you guys updated when I find out more about the support group. So yes, lupus is not a contagious disease. Lupus is not transferable. I cannot give you lupus. Yes. So treat people who have autoimmune diseases kindly. Do not look at them differently. Do not ask unnecessary questions. Me in particular, in as much as I want to talk about the condition and create awareness, I do not like it when you are showing me too much sympathy and you are trying to act like you understand what I am going through. Till you have what I have, you do not understand what I am going through. So do not act like you understand what I... So the purpose of my video is for education and to create awareness, and I hope the little that I have been able to share will help somebody. And I hope me coming out to talk about lupus serves as an inspiration to other people who have lupus or other autoimmune diseases that are hidden in their shell and are not coming out. Feel free to live your life. Having an autoimmune disease is not the end of the world. You can still live your life through the pain. Yes, and if we are to follow what our doctors tell us, take our medications, I believe we are going to be fine. Because as you can see, I look fine. Exactly. So let's do what our doctors tell us. Let's not stress ourselves, because we know stress is the factor for getting flare-ups. So let's not let anything stress us, and let's be very religious when it comes to taking our medications, going for our checkups, and then doing every lab that we are asked to do. I know our drugs are expensive and the labs are expensive, but we have to do what we have to do to survive. Okay guys, so this is going to be the end of our lupus what should we call it, segments for the month of May. I hope this video was very educative. If you don't understand anything right now, we have AI that explains things perfectly. So you can take your phone and then you can Google everything you want to Google and read it, understand it better. Yes. So Eloise here, and I am your lupus ambassador, your lupus influencer in Ghana. That is just by the way, but yes, I hope this video helps somebody. I hope this video helps me create the awareness that we are looking for, because lupus and autoimmune diseases in general are barely spoke about in Ghana. As I mentioned earlier, if I didn't get diagnosed, I never knew there was something known as autoimmune diseases, let alone to know that there is something known as lupus. So I hope this video is educative. If you have questions, you can Google it. And if you are someone who has lupus, you can text me. Feel free to text me and I'm going to reply. You can send me a DM on Snap. I said Snap. You can send me a DM on TikTok and I'm going to reply. So for now, this is our last video on lupus for the month of May. As the time goes on, if I have any new information, I'm going to come and share it with you guys. And I appreciate all the love that you guys have shown me in my last video. It's so amazing. The support is great. I've gotten so many lovely words and I appreciate each one of you. So this is our last video for the month of May, and I hope to see all my lupus people get well. We are going to get into remission and we're going to be fine. Yes, so I'll see you guys on our next segment of Living Life with Lupus. That's how we're going to call this segment. So guys, I appreciate all the love and I'll see you guys on our next segment. Bye.